I am your manly mentor. I am your hair loss hero. No, I have been very #woke, or that quotation marks woke, when it comes to the concept of knowing who's watching my videos. My videos about hair loss are not being watched by young men who can't grow hair on top. Most of my audience is teenage boys, men in their early 20s who have either receding hairline like mine, which is not, if I'm standing 6 feet away from you, is just not a big deal. If anything, you see a guy and you're like, a nice beard. And then is he maybe like kind of ethnic or something? And then when you see the videos with my mom, you're like, oh yeah, he totally is. I get that now. You're not noticing my hairline is the point. So what's interesting is it's dudes in their teens, early 20s who aren't bald on top, but fear, but what if it happens to me? When is it going to happen to me? Will I go bald? And that's a lot of the lore of this channel. But I love this comment that came through, and I appreciate this. Whereas most of my viewers are male, here's one who's not. I made a video called Sequel, How to Know If Your Hairline is Receding. The screen name, okay, that's really what the screen name is. And here's the comment, quote, but I'm a girl, so does that mean I'm losing hair too? End quote. So let's talk about that. What if you're a girl, what if you're a teenager or in your early 20s and you're female, and you look at your hairline and think, wow, mine actually kind of looks like the guy in the video, so maybe I'm going to lose my hair. Here's my response. Not so fast. Don't assume that if you're a female and your hairline looks like this, that means that you are going to go bald. The thing is, because most women have long hair, we're not paying attention to their hairlines at all. We're not really paying attention to their foreheads, their hairlines, whereas men traditionally have shorter hair, typically have shorter hair. People can more easily see our exposed hairlines. But we're not thinking about that when it comes to females, because if you've got longer hair, it's naturally going to easily more so hide that. What I have learned, what I've observed, is most females actually don't have this perfectly small forehead either, that's perfectly flat across, straight across. Actually, most women have a hairline that is somewhat more of that, quote, receding. Granted, maybe a lower forehead than mine. This would be, but my point is, if you're female and you were to really look at your hairline, you're probably going to realize that it almost, quote, resembles a receding hairline. But see, that's not the case. While some women do go bald and have hair loss issues, it actually has more to do with, if a woman's going to go bald, it's going to be what I'm going to call like some kind of diffuse thinning situation where you can see the scalp through their hair. That's different than male pattern baldness. Male pattern baldness is where your hairline starts out like this, then like this, and then it starts becoming more round, then this detaches, then there's a bald spot. That's male pattern baldness. So we can't confuse male pattern baldness with females who are actually balding or have some kind of thinning issue. That's completely different. So if you're a female, then you do not have the level of testosterone in the DNA to cause you to bald like a man is going to go bald. If you are going to be going bald, then it's because you're going to just be thinning all throughout, or especially on top. It's going to be a different way of balding altogether. So if you're a female, don't freak out about your hairline. There's no reason to worry until you start seeing your scalp through your hair, and then you go to a doctor and you find out, well, what can I do? But that's not male pattern baldness. They're two separate things. Thanks for asking. Hopefully I just made you be able to go, oh, I'm not a male. I'm not a man after all. I am a female. Therefore, I'm not balding like a man. Your comments belong right here.